All right, the Houston Texans just got a double dose of good news. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is fully dedicated to teams that just kind of get overlooked by the national media. And we've been on the Texans because we're Lions fans. We've been overlooked. We know what it's like. You're there in Texas. Everyone talks about the Cowboys. It's like, nah, come on. You're never going to see the Cowboys on this channel. Let me know in the comments when or how long have you been a Texans fan? Love to know it. We've had a lot of fun with this question. Look at other people's comments of how they became a fan, or basically how long since they came to Houston, or were you a Cowboys fan and then you transferred over? I'd love those stories. Let us know in the comments. Okay, 2 really good things have come out. First one, PFF came out with sleeper wide receivers for fantasy football. And I like this because, fantasy football and real football doesn't transfer 1-to-1. You know what I mean? There's different metrics that you enjoy with fantasy football that maybe doesn't matter with the games themselves. But there is correlations between, okay, if you dig a little bit deeper, use the metrics, have some fun with it a little bit, there's some guys that stand out. So PFF had 5 guys. Jaden Higgins, when you dig into his numbers, it's like, oh my gosh, did they get a steal here? What are we doing? So this good news number 1. Let me go through a couple of these highlights real quick in this, and it's really good. In 2023, he led the wide receiver room at Iowa State in routes run, but there was more of a rotation of receivers with 5 players who received at least 150 snaps. In 2024, he led the team again in routes, but he and Jalen Noel were much higher than other players on the depth chart. He got a lot of reps at Iowa State. Started at Eastern Kentucky, goes to Iowa State. He's a big receiver, and you're just like, okay. You're kind of watching him like, there's some stuff here. Prototypical X receiver, 6'4", 217 pounds. They compared him to Tim Patrick. So the Lions currently have Tim Patrick. What you get there, you need that traditional X receiver because, man, when things break down so many times, and Tim Patrick is not, he's a little older in his career. He's not like this dominant player. But so many times last year, it's like, I just need to play. Throw it up. And it's so hard to defend these guys in today's NFL because you can't touch them, the whole thing. And it's such a practice play now to just throw that 50-50 kind of back shoulder, all that stuff. Huge. So the Texans had a clear need for more receivers because they lost Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Ruff. So they get Christian Kirk. You've got Nico Collins, John Mechie, fine. The whole point in this is the good news is if you dig into the numbers, and it keeps on going. I mean, there's just it just keeps on going. 34th overall pick. Again, they say it's risky for fantasy, but the whole point in this is, I won't go through it all, but basically if you break him down, you get a steal at pick 34. Wide receiver is so important because you can move them around. They're big play opportunities there for wide receiver. You might have got a steal here. The ceiling on this guy is massive, and with his size, there's so much you can do with him as far as the red zone. And I think that's what you've got to be really excited about if you're a Texans fan. That's good news number 1. You might have gotten a steal, and you might have a really good wide receiver immediately. Good news number 2, PFF comes out with their defensive rankings, and I love what they had to say about the Houston Texans. One of the things that you have is C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Now, again, Texans, and you guys know this, and you're admitting this, is you did a lot of randomness this offseason. You were like me in Madden, like us in Madden, right? When we're just kind of, I'll trade this guy. I'll sign this guy. I don't know. I'm just bored here. You made a lot of moves to make moves, and maybe there's a method to the madness that we don't understand, but one of the moves that was really intriguing is C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It's intriguing because he was with the Lions for the same type of thing. He was with the Eagles, jumped over to the Lions, went back to the Eagles, now he's jumping to the Texans. He's a different cat. He's got a lot of energy. He's a mouthy sucker. And you're like, just, what are you doing, man? Just play football. However, he's really good. It's like, all right, he's one of those guys that, you know what, fine. You're good. So just keep talking, do all those things you want to do. Every other addition was a role player. The Texans have the worst schedule for defense this season, which also hurts their chance of repeating in the top 5. So, again, this is a fantasy-related one, but I still think it holds a lot of weight in what you're looking at. The Texans, because of your schedule, the way you match up, your head coach, a lot of factors are like the Texans are going to be good defensively. We forget about that. We're so focused on C.J. Stroud, sophomore slump. What's he going to be? We need more weapons. Who's going to be there? Offensive line. What's happening? You've got a defense that's going to keep you in games. And then, oh, by the way, you've got the quarterback. You've got the coach. You've got receivers. You've got running back. You're in a division that's manageable. That's the biggest thing. Seriously, they'll take that all day. You're in a division that you can win. So the good news in this is you may have found one of the best receivers in the draft. You will have a top 10 defense. You've got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I mean, let me slow down on that. You've got a quarterback that's in one of the tiers that can win games and win playoff games. Fine, take it. We've done this exercise on this channel and on this on your team. Half of the guys in the league can win games, half cannot. It's crazy. Let me pull it up right now. And you'll be like, you know what? I get it. I see it. All right, let's take a look at this right here. So this is the exercise that's just so important to do, because every time you think, I don't know, like, what do we got? It's like you have the quarterback. That's the most important position, and you've got one. So Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Sam Darnold. Okay, fine, right? All these guys are in some sort of order. Patrick Mahomes 8. Like, I don't think we agree with that fully. What are we doing? Justin Herbert, Geno Smith, Jordan Love, Matthew Stafford I would put above them, but you're in this, they're all in the category they can win games. And then you get right here where you start getting into 14. Yeah, Bryce Young. Kyler, I guess, right? Isn't it crazy? Jalen Hurts, like, he should not be down here. We all get that. But my point is, Bo Nix, I think. I mean, I'm not sure. Tua, I wouldn't take him. Dak, I don't. Right? You start getting into this. And then C.J. Stroud. So, who wrote this? What is happening? What is happening? Nick? Okay, he's not helping my point, but you guys get my point. There's 15. He is one of them. C.J. Stroud is one. He's not 21st. Are you kidding me? Like, look at Russell Wilson, old Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins. No, Derek Carr. Not even. Yeah, this was an older article. Okay, you get my point. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comments. How did you become a Texans fan? And we'll see all of you on the next one.